I thought DJing in FL Studio would be easy. I was very wrong.
But I can't import it. Why is that? No, no.
I've built this entire channel teaching you how to create professional DJ mixes in a DAW. My choice of DAW for many years has been Logic Pro, and in every video, I repeat the same advice. The DAW doesn't matter. You can apply these concepts in FL Studio, Ableton, Pro Tools, or whatever you use. But today I realized I've never actually proven that. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to see if I can actually make a mix in FL Studio from scratch. To make sure I'm not just fumbling around for days, I'm treating this like a real client deadline. I set 3 strict conditions or rules. Rule number 1, 0 outside help. No Google, no YouTube tutorials, just my DJ knowledge and the software provided help guide. Rule number 2, the timer. I have exactly 1 hour from the moment I open the program to get this mix done. Rule number 3, the deliverable. The final mix must be at least 10 minutes long. Quick heads up before we start, I'm not switching DAWs and this isn't a review or a comparison. The goal here is to show that if you understand the fundamentals of mixing, the software becomes secondary. This is strictly skills over tools. I will make mistakes and I'm eager to learn from them.
Okay, here we go. I've just downloaded the FL trial, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this timer and see what we can come up with. First, I'm gonna start by, I don't know, empty project. Here we go. Cool, we don't need the cloud. Just trying to get familiar with the buttons here real quick. Now I do have a folder that has all my music on it. But I can't import it. Why is that? Okay. No. Audio maybe? Nope. Yay. Okay. How do I get rid of this though? Huh. Guess I'll just go ahead and drag all these in manually. Fantastic. Okay, I don't know what this little paintbrush is about, but I can definitely move the music here. It's already been almost 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm not necessarily making a beat, so that just closes that. Okay. Equalizer, okay. Can I make this bigger? I can. So normally how I would start would be just by listening to each track and figuring out what was that? Okay. Figuring out which one I want to start with. So I'm going to do that now. I actually just realized that if I play the music out loud, it's also going to play into the microphone. So again, on time, I'm going to go grab my headphones super quick.
What?
And let's try to play this. Hello? I literally do not hear any music. What is happening?
One restart later.
Empty. And drag the songs back in. incredible. Still no audio. Why? I don't hear anything. Not looking good at all, dude. Still no audio. Oh.
2 restarts later.
Okay, so I think I figured out my problem. I just can't use headphones, I guess. Let's try one more time with these. Still no audio. If I take these off, can I hear something now? Oh, sound. Oh, yay. Wow, that only took me 15 minutes. It's not in my headphones. No. I'm just gonna have to pause the music in between and cut it out, man. I just don't know how this is gonna happen in an hour, but we must try. Want this song to be first. Can I drag it up? I can, but it just does not do what I want. Why does it keep pasting songs? Draw, paint, delete, mute, slip, slice, draw. What is draw? Okay. Move this up. Perfect. And then I'll just mute these songs here. How do I find the tempo of this song? Help. Okay, I just want to know how to find tempo. How do I find the tempo? Okay, there's actually a different, you gotta click the little wave here. Fit to tempo. Detect tempo. Oh, no. I would say 100 to 200 to 130. Okay, would you like to set the project tempo to this value? Set to 130 BPM. Sweet. Actually, what am I doing? I actually don't know. Where's a metronome? Metronome. Hey! Finally! Finally, we got something. Holy moly. So now I would normally go through and find the tempo of each song. So let's do that. Detect tempo. I'm gonna put in 100 to 200 probably for all of them. Would you like to set the project tempo to this value? 24. Okay, that's fine, but I don't want this song to be 124. Fit to tempo. Okay, so maybe I can just... Wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to start at 124. The metronome on. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I'm already 22 minutes in, brother. Alright, I need to turn it on. This is 130 we've established, so we're gonna fit to tempo. Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't have the song pushed over all the way. So it looks like this is 124 and this is 130, but I have no idea how I'm gonna get, unless I just leave everything at 130, restretch all channels now. Sure, why not? That's definitely off beat. So let's go to detect tempo. What happens if I don't set the tempo? fit to tempo. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna have to fit to tempo. And if I have enough time, maybe I can do a tempo change. I don't know. There's a slight buildup here, but it's enough for me to, oh, here we go. I do want to snap to line. There's a small pickup there, but that'll work for now. Oh, I didn't do the tempo. Fit to tempo. These are all gonna be 130. I know it's probably very painful for you to watch if this is your software at home, and for that I humbly apologize. Okay, so everything is 130. It's not, oh no. This is not how I would normally do this. I would start with the lowest BPM song first, then go up, but at a little over 27 minutes in right now, if we have enough time to do that, I will. But I'd have to go through, I think, and find out what tempo each song is exactly, and then kind of go from there. So I'm just gonna focus on the mix part, and then I'll focus on everything else after that. Okay, so I want this song to be first. I can't drag the song up. So I'm gonna have to drag this down and drag this up, and then unmute this. Fire. So let's grab our next song here. Is Emma Marker. I don't know what happened. Oh, why is the song like that now? Okay. That's an idea, but that's not lined up. So let's count our beats and bars as per usual. Okay. Don't know how to place a marker. M definitely did not place a marker, so I'm just gonna count one. So 41. And then this should be at bar 41 as well. The start of this beat right here. So you line up, check that out. Okay, that's actually not so bad. I just don't know. Maybe the slice tool. Okay. And then how do I delete this? Double click, okay. So let's see what we have so far. I mean, it's not great by any means. It's on time. Let's go on to the next track here. These audio spikes here usually, obviously you can count from here to here, but visually you'll be able to kind of see where the next beat starts, or the next, not the next beat, but the next, God, this time crunch over here on my right side is freaking me out. Oh my God, where the next phrasing begins or should begin here. So let's just go with this. Mind you, I've only listened to these songs for just like a few seconds while I was picking them out. Oh no, that's so bad. Let's try this. This song's so long, or the buildup is so long that it's not gonna work. So let me slice this, get rid of this. Oh, I don't want to slice no more. Get rid of that, I think. Draw, okay. Maybe if I scoot this up, fade and curve, manual, be like a couple of beats off. Let's try that instead. I finally found a way to fade the volume, I think. It's gonna bring the fade with it if I lower it down, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that fits well there. Let's go ahead and cut this off. Maybe a beat after. Back to draw. What's the shortcut for draw? Please tell me. Definitely not D. Oh, it's P. It tells me right there. Get rid of that. And then, oh, here's a little fader thing. So, let's try. Fades out too fast. Okay. Actually doesn't sound so bad. I don't want you to duplicate. I just want you to move down. And it's not going to do that. Paint. There we go. I don't know why I have to go to the paint, but maybe that's just their select. Okay, so now we're at a spot where we're at, let me see, maybe 3 minutes. These long sections here in the middle where it bridges over, sometimes those can lose momentum in the mix, so that's why I'm trying to just kind of keep the energy going here. Okay, let's try that. What is that popping sound? What is that sound? What is that popping sound? Are those my speakers? Maybe the free trial just gives you like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be. Okay, well, no, I can't even finish this mix because it adds all this grain and popping. Okay, well, yeah, I definitely was not gonna make it by the 1 hour mark. Not even close. And with my own limitations of not knowing how to use it, not knowing how to use this program, you know, I think I'm just gonna call it a humble defeat here. I mean, I think it was going okay. Some things just naturally clicked, like being able to count beats and seeing where the waveforms were at so that we could make sure we're aligning everything on time and keeping a good energy of the entire mix going. But there's just no way that I could have done this in an hour. No matter what program I tried, that wasn't the one I normally use. So whether I would have tried this program or another one if I just jumped in there blind, If I didn't have all the popping and which I understand as well, we're just gonna call it there. This did not work out nearly as smoothly as I thought it was going to. Not even close. It just goes to show you that it's the fundamentals that come first. I definitely would have gotten a mix at least made. Yeah, let me just make sure it's... Yeah, it's throwing in all kinds of weird things just so that you don't try to produce something without owning the program. And since I'm not switching, I'm not going to be paying for it. But this definitely was a nice experiment. This definitely humbles me and just shows me that it's way easier said than done when I tell you just to follow along at home in your own DAW. There's things on this program that I just, by looking at, don't even understand. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is a humble defeat, and we had something going, a little bit maybe.
Okay, so whether that was a total fail or a narrow success, the timer is up and the experiment is over. The core lesson here wasn't about the software's features. It was about proving that universal mixing fundamentals are what truly matter. The DAW you decide to use is your tool, and sometimes you just have to adapt your skills to the environment you're given. If you enjoyed watching me struggle or found the process insightful at all, hit the subscribe button. Drop a comment below and tell me what other challenge videos you'd like to see me attempt. If you want to learn how to make a DJ mix in a DAW, check out this tutorial on screen now. I'll see you over there.